So if you edit a lot of portraits or client work, you already know how much time retouching can take. In this video, I'm going to show you how this AI photo editor can speed up your editing process while still keeping your images looking natural. And I'll be using Kumo AI for these demos. Okay, let's do this. So when you open Kumo for the first time, the interface looks like this. So you can simply drag and drop your photos here to start editing. It's very straightforward. So when you drag and drop your photos in Kumo, it's just going to take you direct in Retouch. Let me just zoom in this image maybe up to somewhere here. So start with the blemish remover tool to clean up distracting spots on my model's forehead and other parts of her body. I'll take this slider all the way to 100 like this. Down here you can see processing. So this is the before, this is the after. Let me just take it somewhere here. So I'm going to take the acne body all the way to 100 to remove all these small acne or pimples or blemishes on my subject's body. This is the before, this is the after. So next, I'm going to take the body blemishes slider all the way to 100 like this. So all the blemishes now from my subject's body are gone. So this is the before, this is the after, this is the before, this is the after. So I don't want this image to be too perfect. So instead of taking it all the way to 100, I'm going to bring it down to 50. So this is the before, this is the after, this is the before, this is the after. Let me just zoom it to my subject's face here. Okay, so from here I'll just take the dark circles slider all the way to 100 to brighten this part just a little bit. So this is the before, this is the after, this is the before, this is the after. I feel like the effect is too much. So I'll take the dark circle slider here back to maybe 20. So this is the before, this is the after. Okay, for the sake of this video, let me just take it to maybe 50. This is the before, this is the after. Let's proceed. Let me just take it somewhere here. So these necklines, they are not bothering me, but I'm just going to tone them down just a little bit because I can do that in Kumo AI. So let me just go down here. So I'll go to neck wrinkles slider here and take it all the way to 100. So this is the before, this is the after, this is the before, this is the after. So this process usually takes a few minutes to do in Photoshop, but in Kumo, it's just one slider and a few seconds and all the necklines are gone. So from here, I'm just going to go to skin. I'm going to click on this drop down menu to like open it. It's more like a folder. I'm just going to go down and then I'm just going to take the frequency separation slider all the way to 100. Let me just zoom out a little bit. Let me just move it here. So this is the before, this is the after, this is the before, this is the after. On the frequency separation here, you can see we have high frequency and low frequency. High frequency controls the textures in the image. So I can take it all the way to 100. I'm introducing more textures here. This is the before, this is the after. And then if I take it to negative 100, I'm removing or I'm subtracting the textures from the skin. So this is the before, this is the after. I'm okay with my subject's natural skin textures, so I'm not going to do anything with the textures. I'm just going to double click on it to reset it so that it goes back to default to 0 like this. Okay, so down here we have low frequency. So this cleans up the skin without making it look too soft or losing the natural skin textures, since the textures are in a separate slider. If I feel like she's too smooth and I want to tone down the smoothness, I can just take this slider from 100 all the way to maybe 0. But for the sake of this video, let's just take it all the way to 100 like this. So this is the before, this is the after, this is the before, this is the after. So the frequency separation in Kumo is separated. So you can do the frequency separation on the body, or if you want, you can just do the frequency separation on the face. So you have more options here to work with. And then here we have AI retouch. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Let's try to take it all the way to 100. It's way too smooth. Maybe tone it down. I'm going to leave it at 5. And then I'm going to zoom out, Control or Command 0 on the keyboard. So this is the before, this is the after, this is the before, this is the after. Let's proceed. Down here we have features like skin tone, and under skin tone we have features like select skin tone, and there are a few skin tones to pick from here, and you can control the intensity of the skin tones. But I'll just skip this because the way I edit, I like first doing the skin retouching And then when I'm done with skin retouching, that's when I come to things like balancing the skin tone and also do the color grading. But I'm not done with the skin retouching yet. So I'm going to skip this part. Since I'm going to put the link in the description to download Kumo, try and experiment with these features using your own photos. So let me just go down here. We have face volume. Just going to skip this part here for now. And then down here we have face reshape. You can adjust the facial features slightly to improve the overall look without overdoing it. And then under face reshape, we have features like V-shape, cheekbones, jawlines, and so on. I'm going to skip all these features for now, and then I'll move to hair. I'm just going to click on this drop down menu here. Under hair here, we have hair part. So let me just zoom in a little bit. I'm going to take this slider all the way to 100. Pay attention to this part here. This is the before, this is the after, this is the before, this is the after. This is more like doing the Dojo and burn, but on my subject's hair. I feel like 100 is too much. I'm just going to take it to maybe 50, and then this is the before, this is the after, this is the before, this is the after. I'll move to stray hair. I'll take it all the way to 100. It has added 2 more sliders. So we have stray hair for portrait, my subject, and stray hair for the background. Let's move down here. Let me just zoom in a little bit like this. Down here we have soften hair. So I'm going to take this slider all the way to 100. This is going to soften our hair just a little bit. So this is the before, this is the after. See how beautiful my subject's hair has become now. Let me just zoom in a little bit like this. So this is the before, this is the after, this is the before, this is the after. Let me just go down here and move to eyes. Let me just click on this drop down menu to open this folder. Let me just zoom in to my model's eyes. So on the brightness, I'll take it all the way to 100 to make the eyes brighter. So this is the before, this is the after. And then I'll take the redness all the way to 100 to remove the redness in my model's eyes. So this is the before, this is the after. Okay, let me just go down here. So I'll skip the teeth and then I'll just move to makeup to just do a few final touches to take this image to the next level. I'll click on this drop down menu to open the folder and then go down here. Enhance eyebrows, I'll take it all the way to 100. Eye makeup enhancement, I'll take it all the way to 100 as well. Let me take the shadows all the way to 100. So I like what the shadows is doing, but I'll take it down just a little bit to maybe 10. Let's just take the highlights all the way to 100. I'll turn it down maybe to 10 as well. Enhance lip makeup, I'll take it to 100 like this. Enhance brush, I'll take it to 100. So these few adjustments I've done here on the makeup helps refine the image while still keeping everything look natural. This is the before, this is the after. Let me just zoom out a little bit. Control or Command 0 on the keyboard. So this is the before, this is the after. Let's just go down here. We have so many features here, but I'm going to skip all these. I feel like I've done so much to this image. I don't want to overdo it. Let me zoom in. This is the before, this is the after. So let's just finish this photo with a little bit of color grading in color adjustment. So let me just close this mask. In color adjustment here, we have a few presets here, or you can do your own color grading this side. So I'm going to skip everything here and then I'll go on the curves and then I'll make an S curve to add a little bit of the contrast to the image. So this is the before, this is the after, this is the before, this is the after. Let me close this. And then I'm going to go on tone. I want to open it by clicking on this drop down menu. And then I'll just go down here under vibrance. I'll take it to 20. So this is the before, this is the after. Let me zoom out. Control or Command 0 on the keyboard. So this is the before, all the adjustments. This is the after, this is the before, this is the after. How cool is this? With just a few sliders, this is by far the simplest and the easiest way you can skin retouch your photos. And if you want to change the background, you can just go on your toolbar here and click on this icon. You have these backgrounds here that are built inside this software. Let me just click on more and then we have more backgrounds. If I want to change it to this background, I can just click on this background. Kumo is going to remove my subject from my original background and place her on this new background. So if I want, I can maybe use a black background, or I can just click on custom. Here I can pick any color that I want. So this is the before, this is the after, this is the before, this is the after. So when you're done, you can just click on export here to export your image. So as you can see, this is how I would approach both studio and auto portrait editing using Kumo. It's It's not just about speed, it's also about consistency. And when you're working with multiple images, that makes a big difference. So another common issue in portrait photography is glasses glare, which can be very distracting. Kumo can remove this in seconds. So go to Retouch here. Under eyes, we have glasses glare. Take this slider all the way to 100. So this is the before, this is the after. Let me just zoom in here. This is the before, this is the after. So this glasses glare slider removes reflections and brings back details in the eyes. Let me just go to this image and then let me just zoom in a little bit, maybe somewhere here. So wrinkles on your model's outfit can make your portraits look unprofessional. So instead of spending hours with the healing brush, we can fix this in seconds. So go to your toolbar here and click on this icon here. And then here we have wrinkles removal slider. Take this slider all the way to 100. So all the wrinkles are gone. This is the before, this is the after. So I won't leave it at 100 because I want it to look as realistic as possible. So I'll take it down to maybe 70. This is the before, this is the after, this is the before, this is the after. So this slider will smooth the wrinkles while still keeping the natural look and folds of the clothing. So Kumo is free to try, and I'll leave a link in the description so that you can download it. And if you decide to get more credits, use the code Eustace for up to 20% off. So watch this video here to see how I shot these photos.